This is Colin Dixon with Endscreen Media, and I'm speaking with Philippe Alcaras, who is CEO of AirTies at Broadband World Forum in Berlin. And Endscreen Media has just released this new white paper, which you sponsored, which is called Consumers on the Edge. And I think it's called Consumers on the Edge for a very good reason, which we're going to get into. Consumers are really struggling particularly with video in the home, Philippe, because it's not really giving a consistent performance. And with them watching so much now over IP networks, in particular the internet,
yes.
This is a real problem, right?
It is absolutely. First of all, good morning, Colin. It is a real problem we've observed over the years. The portion of video that is consumed over Wi-Fi has increased tremendously over the past 5 years, and it's continued to increase significantly, in particular with the offers of OTT streaming video, and they have increasing video quality. Also the progress we've seen in devices like iPads and similar mobile device where people are using in every corner of the home is creating a huge stress over the single modem Wi-Fi architecture.
Right, and you had some survey results that actually show just how unhappy they are, right?
Yeah, we had our intuition, I would say, but we wanted to get our intuition right. We have indeed run with an independent party a survey, both in the US and in the UK, that showed that over 74% of the consumers at least have called once their ISP to complain about Wi-Fi. And the striking thing is that close to 80% of these consumers think that it's the carrier, their broadband supplier, that is supposed to help them solve the problem. Right? We see a lot of devices available in retail, but in reality, the consumers are expecting the operator to solve this for them. And the next thing, of course, is are they ready to pay for it or not? I mean, this will be the key question. And the answer is yes. It came with the fact that most of them, it's like 74%, are ready to pay anywhere between $5 and $10 a month to get service. But of course, if they do, they expect the best possible service from their carrier, and this is where we come.
Indeed. And so, AirTies, you have a mesh Wi-Fi solution, yeah. And it just so happens that you're announcing at this show that you have a new customer that's actually doing this with premium Wi-Fi, right?
Well, it's true, and I think you were mentioning Singtel here. But it's not really a new customer. What's new actually is that Singtel started about 2 years ago with us and launched their service as a subscription to their consumers. And now they come to the point where they see that a very significant portion of the subscriber base is interested by this. It therefore becomes a mainstream solution. They ran a tender for their next generation and go inside the group across Asia, and we actually won this tender with our product, with our next generation, and that includes also the latest product we announced, which is our next generation cloud system.
Very good. So they've actually now launched this premium Wi-Fi system.
Yes.
So what do consumers get at Singtel when they sign up for premium Wi-Fi?
Well, what they get is they received the devices, they received the support, and basically what they have is the guarantee that in every corner of the home, which could be very tricky in Singapore, but it's the case in pretty much every continent. Yeah. We've now launched on dozens of operators our system over the past 4 or 5 years, and we can see that the problem is similar everywhere. Whether you have bricks, you have walls, you are in MDUs or in big houses the problem is always the same. You have families and people that want to use Wi-Fi everywhere, and they have all the good reasons to do that, because Wi-Fi should be a utility. Yeah. Consumers should not worry whether it's available or not in certain part of the house. They should not have to go to Amazon or to go to the store to fix it. It should be there everywhere. I mean, I was thinking about hot water, right? I mean, I'm very mad when I don't get hot water in the morning, and it should be the same for Wi-Fi. I want to watch my Netflix or whatever it is in my bedroom or in every part of my home, and that's quite normal. But the challenge is high, and this is what Singtel is proposing to their customers.
Now, of course, that's very much in agreement with what I found in the white paper.
Yeah.
That it needs to be at utility status, and of course, it's not just video; it's IoT and a whole bunch of other things.
It's just download at the same time. It's whatever you have to do with it, and gaming and low latency and video. Yeah, video is high, but you don't create a policy for the family of who should use Wi-Fi or what. Right? It needs to be there all the time.
It does. But for an operator,
Yeah.
it's not just a question of deploying a reliable solution.
No.
It's a question of being able to manage it. And you have a new announcement there as well about remote management.
That's correct. We announced a while back a remote view offer, which enabled already the operator to view, have a complete view of the home networking and Wi-Fi in the home, not only from the gateway, which they have, but from the whole home perspective. But now we are going to the next level. And the next level for us is to have a live view, instant view of what's going on. That's for the customer care. But also the capacity to do predictive and proactive actions for the operator. The question for the operator is really to get customer satisfaction to such a level where consumers do not have to call at all, right? I mean, first of all, you would say limit the call, limit the number of technicians going to your home. That's obvious, and that should be a clear measurement of how reliable an offer is. But the next level, and this is what we are trying to target right now, is enable the operator to predict if a home will be in trouble, to predict where are the wrong setups. Some consumers don't dare to basically call. They kind of not used, but they cope with the mediocrity of some of the service.
Yeah.
And we want to enable the operator to get to the level of excellence in their service, in being able to spot the homes that have bad installation, poor Wi-Fi here and there, even in corner of the homes, and decide what they want to do with it.
Right.
And our value proposition is not a product that you take and as it is. We have an SDK that goes with that. We understand very well that each operator is different. They have their own setup, they have their own customer care setup, and it needs to be smoothly integrated in the way they do business. And there is no operator like another. So we have an SDK around our technology that enables them to take these features and apply to their need. That also includes the installer application. Many operators have iPads that they give to their installers, so that when they go, they are dead sure that the
they
system,
can check everything.
They can check everything. The one thing you want to avoid is sending an installer and having a call from the consumer the next day, right?
Indeed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it sounds like a very timely solution. It's
Yeah.
very much in line with the conclusions of the white paper, which was that this is a great opportunity
Yes.
for operators to really step in and help consumers, help themselves by reducing calls, and provide that and help us go to that next level with Wi-Fi and get it onto utility status. So it sounds like a very good announcement. Looking forward to hearing more about these in the future, Philippe.
I believe it's still, even though we're making progress, I think there's still a way to go, because at the same time the industry is going fast. The speed, the nature even of the way consumer consume content is going faster than we can monitor.
Yeah.
So this monitoring tool for us will be key to help the operator, invest in the right direction. Thanks very much, Colin.
Philippe, good talking with you.
It was a pleasure.
And I hope you get a chance to download that free white paper from the Enscreen Media website. That's Consumers on the Edge. And this has been Colin Dixon, and we'll see you again next time.